What is up, YouTube? It's the Beaver here, bringing you a Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 beta analysis. So first off, today is Sunday, the last day of the beta, which is the 16th. Well, the beta actually ends at 1 a.m., so technically Monday. Whatever. But yeah, it's the last day of the beta until the final game comes out. And I played a little bit of the closed beta, which was last weekend for those who pre-ordered the game. And nothing much has really changed from the closed beta and the open beta. But the open beta is for, everyone to play. Just a time beta. It's really short, and I really wish they extended it so I can get some more gameplay out. But I played almost every day of the open beta, and there's a lot of different things from Xenoverse 1 to Xenoverse 2. Such as, well, let me start off with the fixes. Okay, the first fix, the main big fix, is the hit detection. And if you played Dragon Ball Xenoverse 1, you would know that the hit detection in that game was awful. And what I mean by awful is when you punch anywhere near somebody, your punch should connect, and then you continue your combo, and it was just so cheese and so bad. And then if you shoot a Kamehameha and you teleport behind somebody, you'll still take the full damage, get hit into the move, and fly away as normal. And that was just really bad. And I'm really glad they fixed it in this one. As you can see in the gameplay, there's a lot more instant transmissions going and teleporting behind people. It's kind of like the substitution in Naruto. And a really cool tip about when you're 1v1ing somebody is when someone does teleport behind you, you can back and press triangle or square or X and Y if you're on Xbox to kind of continue the combo, which they didn't have in the first one because it was just so clunky and it was just so slow and sluggish. That I'm really glad they fixed that combat system, make it more fluid and kind of like water. And the game is 60 FPS. I don't know if you can really tell through the video, but the graphics hasn't really changed as far as the textures and shaders. I guess that's just Dragon Ball, kind of art style in the game. But I'm really glad they made it 60 frames. It looks a lot smoother and cleaner. Alright, the game is more balanced in my opinion. And what I mean by balance is, in the first Dragon Ball Xenoverse, you can get outclassed so easily as far as choosing the race. In the first one, Saiyans were just overpowered and broken, in my opinion. And the reason they were overpowered and broken is because they have great offense, they have high defense, they have high physical and Kai moves, and then they had Super Saiyan, which is, in my opinion, one of the best awakenings, and maybe still is. But they also added a new thing in the versus mode, which is fighting with limitations and without limitations. With limitations is basically everyone's equal, so you can play this game for 100 days, have your character to the max level, and fight someone who just got the game, and you fight on equal terms. That's a really good feature, because in the first one, if you did create a new character and you just wanted to test them on the line, you would notice that you got murked because you were playing with somebody that's level 92 and you're only level 14. And I'm really glad they added that. So that's what I mean by balance. The flying in this game, it's not really a big noticeable difference until it's something you just have to feel for it. In the first one, the flying, it was just, I don't really know. I don't think they really changed the flying that much because it looks the same, it feels the same. So I guess the flying really did stay the same. I played the first one quite a lot, and I got it when the game was done and over with, and it was probably when they finally stopped updating the game. That's when I got it. So I wasn't there in the beginning, so I wouldn't know the real how it was in the beginning. But I'm really loving this beta, and if you participate in the beta and played the first Xenoverse, you would know that the second one is so much better, and I hopefully they carry everything from this beta over to the full game. Now, let's talk about the classes / the race. It's still the same amount of classes in the race, as far as the Majins, the Namekians, the Saiyans and Frieza race, and also the humans, but nobody really picked humans, come on. So let's start off with the Majins. The Majins, you know, they. If you played the first one, you would know that the Majins look. I don't know. In my opinion, I think the Majins look really cool. But in this one, Xenoverse 2, the Majins have so much defense. It's crazy because you could just easily build a health and stamina build and probably some physical or key, and your Majin will be like just unstoppable. Just stack up that stamina, because if you stack it up, you're gonna be taking so little damage. So that's one of the really good things about the Majins nowadays is just stack up stamina, and you're gonna be taking so much damage reduction that honestly I feel like it's cheap and can be abused, because if you just max out nothing but stamina and health, you don't even really have to put that many points into health, because of you take so much less damage when your stamina bar is up. So if you just keep that stamina bar up, and then you're just gonna not take up any damage. The Namekians. I didn't play a lot with the Namekians in the first game, but I did play with Piccolo in the second one. I didn't create my own Namekian, but he's really fun. They got Namekians got like a lot of reach with their arms and legs. They got the new transformation. You turn into like a big old giant. I think that's really cool. Yeah, the Namekians, I feel like they will have an advantage over most of the classes in one-on-one combat, just because of if you teleport behind them, they can like easily get to you with their long extended reach with their arms. The Saiyans, still broken. Moving on, but nah, I'm just kidding. But the Saiyans, in my opinion, are still really strong. And Super Saiyan 2. I mean, they have Super Saiyan 1 and they have Super Saiyan 3, and just Super Saiyan 3 is more of like a comeback. You can be little health, turn on Super Saiyan 3, and then you just like come back instantly. Super Saiyan 1 is just what it originally was, just a big old buff. But Super Saiyan 3, man, it's just so strong. It gives you such a good, such a high advantage over the enemy. The Frieza race is my favorite race, just because of the speed and the mobility and the just their attacks. And in this game, they changed the attacks with all the races, but the Frieza race, in my opinion, has like the best changes to their attacks. As far as like, if you can see during the gameplay, they use their tail a lot more. The tail gives them extended reach, what allows them to hit first. They're still fast as ever, so that's a good thing. That's one of the best things about them. And then now in this one, they shoot Kai Blast. In the first game, if you just like press circle or B, whatever console you're on, but their Kai Blast was just like one paralysis beam. And I like how they changed it, so it's the multiple beam, you charge it up, shoot a paralysis beam. Because in the first one, you could like easily put someone in like an infinite combo. You just hit, Kai Blast, they stun, and you can just easily stun lock them over and over and over. The humans, I didn't play a lot. I played with Yamcha just to disrespect people, and honestly, I really like the humans' fighting style. Like, they probably, in my opinion, not to be biased because Frieza is my favorite race, but in my opinion, they have like the best combos, the best fighting style in the game. And they still have the Kaioken times. I think it's 10 now, but yeah, I underlook the humans because they're good in this game. In my opinion, if you played the first one and you didn't like it because of the fighting and all the bugs, you should really, really get your hands on the second one, because it is such a big improvement for this, for the Dragon Ball Z franchise. And hopefully the characters they have will be more, because in this first one we didn't have a lot of characters, but I'm hoping they take a lot of characters that they had in the the old Tenkaichi days and put them in this. And at the end of the video, I will show you some pictures or screenshots of the characters that we have seen so far to be confirmed in the game. But that's one thing that they should do, is add more people in the game. But overall, I think Xenoverse 2 is going to be really good. It's good so far. I love everything about it. This hub is better, the city is better, the parallel quest, I heard there will be more, but we'll have to see for that. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like or dislike in the comment below. It'll greatly help, and I'll see you next time.